In this section, we'll focus on key messages and how to develop them effectively. So far, you've learned how to define communication goals and identify your target audience. The next step is deciding what you actually want to say. Key messages help you focus on your communication so that your audience receives clear, meaningful information that supports your overall goal. By the end of this section, you'll be able to identify effective key messages and apply principles of clarity, conciseness, and relevance to improve communication. Key messages are the most important pieces of information you want your audience to understand. Instead of sharing everything at once, key messages help you prioritize what matters most. They act as a guide to keep information focused and intentional. When your messages are clear and aligned with your goals, it becomes much easier for your audience to understand what they need to know or do. Key messages play an important role in keeping communication clear and consistent. Without them, information can become scattered or overly detailed, especially when multiple people are involved in communicating the same initiative. By defining key messages upfront, organizations can ensure that communication stays focused on the main points. Strong key messages share a few important characteristics. They're clear and easy to understand so the audience doesn't have to interpret or guess the meaning. They're concise, focusing only on the most essential information. And they are relevant, meaning they directly connect to the audience's needs and the communication goal. When these elements come together, messages become much more effective and easier to act on. Key messages should always connect back to both your communication goals and your audience. Your goal defines what you're trying to achieve, while your audience determines how the message should be framed. For example, leaders may need a high-level overview to support decision-making, while employees may need more detailed step-by-step information. Taking a moment to think about both helps ensure your message is appropriate and effective. Let's look at a simple comparison. A message like "We are updating our internal process" is vague and doesn't give the audience much to work with. In contrast, a more specific message, such as explaining what is changing and when, provides clarity and direction. As you review these examples, notice how the stronger message makes it easier to understand what's happening and what it means for the audience. As you begin developing your own key messages, focus on keeping them clear, concise, and aligned with both your goals and your audience. Strong messages don't try to include everything, they focus on what matters most. When done well, they make communication easier to understand and more effective overall. In the next activity, you'll have a chance to practice improving messages by making them clearer and more focused.